Brought to you by Kia, official automotive partner of the NBA. Visit kia.com to learn more.
Giannis or Harden, Luka or Trey. Tune into the NBA Awards presented by Kia to see who will win Kia NBA MVP and Rookie of the Year and more.
Wow. Monday,
June 24th, 9 o'clock Eastern Time on TNT. Jeremy Levin, our producer, tells us we are about to jump into the Wayback Machine to 1997 for I don't know what.
97. Gotta be Kenny.
Nah.
Bulls leading Miami Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals as the Nike halftime report rolls on. Game 3 in the Western Conference Finals comes your way tomorrow night at 8, right here, TNT, as Utah takes its 2-zip lead to Houston. It's a series in which the play has gotten rougher and the talk tougher game by game. Last night, when John Stockton got steamrolled by the chuck wagon, the fuse was lit for some post-game fireworks.
Obviously, the ref's not going to do their job. They're going to let him set, move, and pick that day. So I was trying to separate his shoulder or break a rib. I was serious.
I like it. No, I don't care. Hey, you want to bang? Let's bang. That's why we lift weights every day, so we'll be able to bang.
The worst thing you want to do is look back on this season or this series and say, if I wouldn't have did something silly, maybe it would have been a different outcome. So we're not going to get caught up in it.
Boy, the testosterone.
I love it.
But you never talk about it.
First of all, that hit.
You never talk about the
years.
That hit wasn't even hard.
I know. I don't know why Carl. I don't know what Carl was.
No, but you was talking about breaking the rib. You wasn't breaking the rib.
Carl and Big Dog. I love me some Anton Carl.
Always the best.
What a good.
Man.
The Big Dog. The Big Dog. him and Cliff Livingston. But Big Dog and Carl Malone. Listen, man. John Stockton he's one of the best I ever played against. But those were illegal picks. Let's get that out the way.
Tomorrow night.
He was just old, couldn't move then.
You're right.
There's one game tomorrow night too. It's not here though, because we've got the night off. ESPN will have
we do.
Sixers and Raptors.
I can't wait to watch that game.
Yeah, series tied up at a game apiece.
It sounded like a lie when I said it.
Oh, Chuckster, I know you. You'll be watching.
You're not gonna watch your Sixers play the Raptors.
Chance of me watching basketball on the off night. How many days we get off, Ernie?
We're back Sunday.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
China, I'm coming. Yao Ming, I'm coming, baby.
Let's hear from both sides, starting with Nick Nurse.
We played our butts off the other night, right? I mean, I am super proud with the effort we put out there the other night. Now, we could have made some better decisions, made a few more shots, and blah, 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 but it wasn't for the lack of us not leaving it all out there on the floor, so I'm super proud of that effort. I feel like a really relaxed focus from them. I think they're serious about it. I think they're handling it well.
We've been here before. It's nothing new to us. I don't think anybody's worried. I think we're very confident in what we can do. We know that we missed a lot of shots in Game 2 that we normally make, so it's just trying to find little cracks in the offense where you can make an impact and fill it out and be able to make a play or two.
As much star power as both teams have, it's all about who's going to make the other team take the most contested shots. I think you got two really good teams going up against one another. Hell, it's like that everywhere in the playoffs right now. So whoever's locked in the most is going to win.
Anytime anybody feels comfortable, you're in trouble. Whether it's game 3, 5, 2, whatever, like the comfort level after a win cannot exist.
12?
Yeah. So, Philadelphia did snap that long losing streak in Toronto to even the series at a game apiece, which brings us now to Game 3. Philadelphia has dominated the boards in this series. It's 100-76. Their bench 50-15 over Toronto. So tell me what Philly does at home now against the Raptors.
Well, one, they can't get too cute because they have home court advantage. They have to, continue to dominate on the boards, continue to play aggressive, and take high percentage shots. Chuck mentioned this yesterday. It's the coach's job to, make it easy for the players. But it's a superstar's job to make it easy for the others. Because as a head coach, you're only going to take care of your main two players. Like, back when I was playing, it was turn 5, and then, for Penny, it was turn 1. It was my job. So it's Embiid's job to get Redick going, get all those other guys going. Jimmy Butler and, the other kid, they can
Tobias Harris.
Tobias Harris, they can get their self going. But, when you're the main scorer, it's still your job to make it easy for yourself, because you don't want to be like Giannis taking difficult shots. It's your job to keep everybody involved. So if they do that, everybody's involved, they play aggressive at home, with the fans being involved, I like their chances.
Well, I think the key is going to be Ben Simmons, because Ben Simmons plays different on the road than he does at home a lot, because he plays at a much faster pace. He gets into it with the crowd. They're pumped. So to me, it's about tempo. If Philly can get 100, 105, 110, anywhere in that neighborhood, I think they got a great chance of winning the game. They've done a great job. They've held Philly below 100 2 games in a row. That's unheard of in the NBA today. But like I say, Philly plays totally different at home. That crowd, Philadelphia got some of the best fans in the country. That place is going to be going crazy tomorrow night. But to me, it's just going to be all about tempo.
In fact, Toronto has held their last 6 opponents, or the last 6 games, first series and into the Philadelphia series.
It won't happen tomorrow.
It will not, you're saying?
It will not. They're going to get 110 tomorrow, because they're going to be flying. That place is going to be crazy.
Jenny? Yeah. Jenny, Kenny, Ket?
Yes.
Whatever your name is.
Well, that's what they call them down the Bulldogs.
Yeah. How do you know? How often you up in there?
How do you know?
How do you know?
Oh, he knows.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Charlotte.
They watch me on TV in there too.
Shut up, Jenny.
They watch me.
Ernie call you Jenny. Won't you get mad at Ernie?
No, but you the one who went Bulldogs watching me on TV. But anyway, Ernest.
Hold it. Because of the delay in getting to that, we're going to hear from Dave Lillard, then we'll get back to you.
In the first half, our team did a great job of, just picking up our physicality. We were much sharper in our coverages and the things that we wanted to do, even in game 1. Everything, we just took it up a level. And, I thought we wore them down in that first half, even though we weren't shooting the ball particularly well. And then in the second half, it was just a grinded out kind of game, and in those games, you got to just be the tougher team. You got to want it more, and then you got to have a few plays go your way. And I thought CJ had a few big plays at the end. Ennis had a few big plays, and Chief, just competing down there in the paint with those big guys. Rodney getting in there competing, Ennis competing on their offensive end. Just, even when they kept getting tips and getting, second and third opportunities, they was having to work for it, and getting shots contested down there. So it was, we was able to get stops. And in this type of game, I think that's what you need, a tough group effort, and then you just need a few guys to make a few big-time plays, and I thought CJ, Chief, and Ennis did that at the end of the game.
You guys had 6 guys in double figures. Talk about that balance and how.
Damian Lillard, 14 points, 5 out of 17 from the floor. Now, Kenny, back to Toronto, Philly.
Well, I think both guys have hit, Shaq and Charles have hit pretty much every part of that series. I think overall, it really, again, when we talk about who is going to be that third person, and that third person has to win that battle. We talk about Klay Thompson always winning that third person battle. We talked about Kevin Love when they were winning in Cleveland. He won the third scorer battle. Tobias Harris or Jimmy Butler has to win that battle. And really, and sometimes it becomes Ben Simmons. He becomes the third, when Jimmy is rolling. So one of them have to win. They have to win that battle. Otherwise, the series kind of shifts when it doesn't, because both teams have, and that's the same thing with Lowry. That's why we said if Lowry doesn't come in and win that battle as the third best player, they don't win.
How about Serge Ibaka, too? Still waiting for him to make some noise in this series. I know defensively the focus probably is against Joel Embiid, but offensively 5 points, 4 rebounds a game,
I'm not sure.
29%.
I don't know if it's him.
But he's a 15-point-a-game scorer in the regular season.
He's got to get him more.
Yeah.
But the problem he's got is Joel Embiid just so much bigger than him. I think what Coach Nurse has got to do is find a way to put him in the game with Boban or one of the other guys. Because see, that's the thing about Marc Gasol. You look at Shaq. There's very few guys that Shaq stand next to. He's not going to be so much bigger. That's what Joel Embiid does. But he don't look that big against Marc Gasol. But when he's standing beside Serge Ibaka, he looks humongous. I mean, Shaq, unless it's a Mutombo, even Alonzo Mourning, who was a great player, when you watch him play against Shaq, it looks like a little guy against a big guy. Alonzo was great.
And we've only seen Marjanovic for 11 minutes in this series so far. Yeah, with Gasol on the other side. We will take a timeout. Stu Holden, who does our UEFA coverage, We need to educate the NBA guys on a nutmeg. No better example.
Okay.
That's
Messi.
right
Oh,
there.
so it's a soccer
the
term.
legs.
It's a soccer term.
So why you use it in basketball, Ernie?
Well, because he did the same thing with a different ball.
Okay.
Stu
Holden. I like that. Thanks, Stu.
Stu, you're a good man. Thanks for watching. We appreciate you. Back with more Inside after this. The finals update. I don't know if I want to see this.
Where we at? Dang.
Oh, man.
I'm coming up.
Yeah.
Second. I'm
Place.
trying to get
Chuck's
second,
coming, baby.
I'm coming for second.
He coming.
You don't want to go for second, man. You want to catch.
No, second is cool.
Catch the leader.
No, you want to win.
Second is cool.
Yeah.
Come on. That's so sad, Kenny. You want to come in second place? What kind of man are you?
Yeah. I don't want to be in third.
Our man Tim Kiley. Been producing this show for ages and ages
That
and
is
ages.
TK. He used to have. He didn't used to be.
No, that's him.
59 years old.
TK, we love you, man. We
Happy
couldn't do
birthday,
the show
TK.
without you, TK.
T. Kizzle.
59.
That is him, dude.
TK and Jeremy Levin, wonderful
face,
1-2
not his
punch.
body.
Jeremy Levin.
The guy who's been in your ear tonight.
Oh, what's the other fat boy name up there? Steve Fiorello. What's he do?
You got to. He's the director.
He's so
So what's the difference between the director, producer, and all those stupid things upstairs?
Got a shout out, Ernie.
Stupid thing.
How long you been in TV?
19
20.
years.
Yeah. Then I'm not even going to try to answer.
The same. What's the difference between an analyst and a host?
Salary.
That's excellent. You got some shout outs here.
Yes, happy birthday to my youngest daughter, Miara. She's turning 13.
Oh, happy birthday, Mira.
Oh,
Just move her head.
Oh, hey.
Feet work. Yeah. That
13?
was nice.
I thought she was 8, but she told me today she was 13. And then I was like, what? She said, Daddy, I'm 13. I'm like, no, not my baby.
It does. It is a blink.
birthday.
It is a blink,
Yes.
Shaq.
Go
But
on.
that's a 5-year difference.
Love you, baby.
Where were you for the last 5 years?
Hey, Ernie, in the words of Chuck, I got a lot of kids, right, Chuck?
Keep up with her.
I can't keep up with them.
A lot of kids. We're done now.
No, let's hear.
We're done now. The whole suit. We're done.
Portland wins game 2 tonight over Denver. Let's hear from both coaches, starting with Terry Stotts.
Hey, how did you like the way you defended Jokic tonight? And just could you elaborate on your defense in general?
I thought we pressured him a little bit more. We didn't give him the clean looks that he had in game 1. Ennis did a good job. Zach had good minutes with him individually. He got too many offensive rebounds, particularly in the fourth quarter. But I just didn't think we gave him the freedom to make the plays that he made in game 1.
You go 6 of 29 from the 3. At halftime, we were 4 of 20. Got some good looks, but I felt in that first half especially, if you're not making shots, maybe attack the basket, maybe get to the foul line, maybe get to the rim. And we were getting such open looks. So I understood our players shooting the shot, but when you're not having a night where you're making shots consistently, you got to attack the basket. You got to put pressure on the rim. You got to think attack instead of settle. And I thought in that first half, we didn't have that mindset. I thought they were the aggressor in the first half. They were much more physical in the first half, but extremely proud of our guys in that second half. We fought, and I think Torrey Craig is the unsung hero of the game. That guy's got some balls. He's got toughness. Yeah, I'll go to war with that kid any day. He leaves it all on the floor every night, and we can't pick our spots when we do that. We can't pick to play like that for just a half in game 2 of the second round. That's got to be for 48 minutes, and that was the most disappointing thing about tonight. We brought it in the second half, but in the first half, it was not there.
Game 3 in Portland, where the Blazers have won 11 in a row, regular season and postseason combined.
Well, they got an amazing crowd there. That place is going to be on fire. They got amazing fans in Portland. I've been there a lot, obviously a player, but they got tremendous fans. That place is going to be going crazy in Rip City.
By the way, you saw Terry Stotts wearing the bow tie tonight.
Yes, what was that about again?
He said it at halftime.
I forgot.
Yeah, and he talked after the first quarter in his interview. Jonathan Yim is their video coordinator, was in a serious auto accident, would always wear a bow tie on Wednesdays. It was bow tie Wednesday, and so tonight Terry Stotts and the coaching staff, it was a serious car accident. So
prayers up.
Yeah, prayers up for sure, and great show of support from the Portland coaching staff for Jonathan Yim. Back to wrap things up on Inside in just a minute.